Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another great episode of Fall Start Thursday. We are back, baby. We took last week off, just wanted to regroup from the NFL season, but we're back. Lots of NFL stuff to get into tonight as well. We've had a few players that it's pretty much now.
Hello, everybody. I don't know what just happened. All right. Hey, there we go. Are you back?
It just took me off for some odd reason. Did you do that? You took me off my show, Sam?
No, no, sir, I did not. I don't know what happened. I saw you disappear, so I jumped on.
It literally just
technical difficulties all around. No, I don't know what happened.
I don't know either. I was in the middle of talking. Next thing I know, I'm just like, the hell? Nonetheless, we got a full show tonight. We'll get into some of the NFL, headlines that happened in the past week or so, and then we'll talk about the back end. We'll kind of talk about our top five NFL free agents. Not really just to our team, but necessarily just like these are the best five players. So he does. But he can't hate his daddy goose. He can't hate his daddy goose, So nonetheless,
Lord,
we also got last member of the team here is Mr. Scott Cobe as well. We'll go ahead and bring him in, Sam.
Nicky hates Patriots fans too, so
yeah.
He hates the Patriots too, so.
Boys, while we were off last week,
just filled with hate.
We know that's
just overflowing with it.
We know that's the truth. We know that's the truth.
Between the lines, boys.
Boys, last week the Dolphins started pretty much kind of their reclamation. You know what I mean? We're turning the page on a lot of this old stuff. They cut Tyreek Hill, cut Bradley Chubb. As far as some notable players being cut last week, you guys, Sam, I'll start with you. Thoughts on the Dolphins' big moves, cutting, Tyreek and Bradley Chubb, two guys that new regime change here.
Yeah, new regime change. I still think you could have found something for Chubb on your team, but this is starting fresh. Maybe starting fresh is the best thing to go. I totally get why Tyreek Hill needs to go, money wise, and all the
Chubb same way though. Chubb same way.
Yeah, to some maybe I would put him at a lesser degree than Tyreek Hill. But hey, look, I mean, we take my team for example. They cut Cushenberry. I thought he was going to stay, but they think they could do better there. You just got to make these decisions when you're a bad team. You got to try to climb out, and they think they can find stuff better. So who am I to blame them? I think this is the right decision on the Dolphins' part. Go ahead and start ripping the thing down to the studs. I think that's the right idea.
Yeah, Scott. I mean, we know Tyreek and Chubb is, the real question is what do you do with Tua? Hefty? Do you eat the cap or do you bring him back? Because it's a hefty cap price.
And Jeff Hafley, I trust. And Jeff Hafley, I trust. Any Boston College guy, I trust him completely.
Oh, okay. You know what I hate more than Patriots fans? It's those damn Boston Golden Eagles. I'm going to do that Stone Cold thing where he just went around the audience. What do you do for a living? You know what I can't stand?
If Malik Willis is going to go any place, this might be the place he goes.
I will get to Malik because I have him. I'm sure he's probably on your guys' free agent.
There is a report also that Jalen Waddle wants out too. So, I mean, if they trade Waddle, I don't know what they're going to do with receiver.
I think if you trade Tyreek, you're going to have to eat, or not Tyreek, but Tua, you're going to have to eat some of the contract, right?
No doubt. No doubt.
$90 million worth, 45 1 year and 45 next year.
And the dead cap money hit is way too much too. So they're going to have to work something out with somebody. I get it that they needed a quarterback, but you pay this guy that much money? This guy, Tua? I mean, come on. Really, Miami? What are you doing? You need a full reset. You just need to just clean the total house and sign Malik Willis and sign who you can, draft really good special, outside pieces, receiver and stuff like that. You just need to do whatever you can. I just think Miami needs to clean house and start all over again. And that's getting rid of everybody. If Waddle wants to go, I don't think you can keep him in Miami if he's going to be unhappy, because Lord knows what's going to happen with him if he's not happy. So
yeah, the Tua dead cap is if it's like
I'll pay him
before June 1st, it's $60 million plus. You know what I mean?
Like, what is Miami doing? What are you doing, Dolphins?
Just now, hearing it.
If it's a June 1st post, cap, they can kind of spread that out. But, I just don't. So dead cap hit in 2090. So I just kind of chat GPT this. If Miami cuts him before June 1st is $99 million. After June 1st is $67 million. Next year is a little less. It's $31 million. So I don't know what you do here if you know what I mean, if you're the Dolphins.
You might almost be stuck having to start this guy. I think
you do the post first June cut and June 1st cut, and you just eat it like the Broncos did with Russ Wilson.
Yeah,
if that's what you want to do.
My God, I mean, it's just ridiculous what you gave this guy. I know what the going rate quarterbacks were, but this guy made all that money. What has he done? What has he done in his NFL career?
You could say the same thing that Justin Herbert and a couple others have done.
Exactly. I get it. Dak, same way. I mean, what have you done? I mean, you throw a lot of passes.
Quarterback markets. This is what it leads to if you miss. I mean, this is
speaking of quarterbacks, and while we're on the subject, since 2000 and since the year 2000, there have been 37 quarterbacks drafted in the top 5. None of them have won a Super Bowl as a starter for the team that has drafted them.
I mean,
I'm sorry, not 2000, 2020. So
out of 32 teams, okay, where does Tua rank at starting quarterbacks? 30, 31? How many worse quarterbacks are there? Justin Fields was one.
Actually, I'll take that back. It is 2000 because I was thinking Eli Manning, but the Chargers didn't draft Eli Manning. So yeah, right. So that would It is since 2000. I'm sorry, there've been 37 quarterbacks drafted in the top 5. None of them won a Super Bowl as a starter for the team that drafted him.
I mean, who's worse than Tua right now in the NFL?
There's a lot of quarterbacks worse than Tua. Yeah, but that's the thing is like, back to the stat though. Like some of it is these guys are getting drafted to absolute dog shit teams.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like they are
impatient, don't want to build the team around them,
Right. And they, and I think lately we have a quarterback development problem. You know what I mean? Like guys are not getting developed. You see it with Sam Darnold, right? Like it took him a while to find the right system, find the right people, to find the right team, and now he's a Super Bowl champion. So that's one thing that we're seeing. One of those guys that were drafted in the top 5 is going to be looking for a new team is Anthony Richardson. The Colts today come there. I mean, speaking of somebody that's worse than Tua, is Anthony Richardson. The Colts today said, go find a trade. I don't know what's the market, Sam. Like this is your division. What's the market for a guy like Anthony Richardson?
Not much. I'm sorry, it's just not much. I didn't believe in the guy when I watched him at Florida be a bad quarterback. I didn't believe in him when he was taken so high. He was a project quarterback. He's not a first round draft pick by any means. I think the market here is, this guy needs to sit behind somebody for a while. And dare I say, maybe even on a practice squad for God's sake, because the guy's fundamentals are all messed up. And I remember the death knell for him. I was reading in The Athletic, and the guy that covers the Colts, whose name eludes me at the moment for The Athletic, said he came back to the Colts season this year, and they had to reteach him things. I mean, that's not how this business is done. So he really needs to evaluate himself, think about if he's really going to love football or not, and then 2, learn the game. Sit a bench, listen to everything, have that little.
Yeah, he's only had like
there.
12. I think going into the league, he only had like 12 career starts. So
Sure,
college, and he's young. Like he's younger than Mendoza. That's going to be drafted in the first round. First. So it's
so
not
crazy.
Over.
No, it's not. No, I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying he needs to absorb information right now. Is what he needs to do.
Yeah,
and really, really, really learn.
I said it at the time, and I'll say it again right now. The Colts overreacted to one great day at the Underwear Olympics.
Yeah,
one
great day. 4 years ago at this day, right? Like, I mean, you know what I mean? At the Combine.
That is why the Combine is so overrated, because the Colts said, that's our guy, that's our future, we're drafting him because he could run fast and stuff like that. In college, his completion percentage was in the 50% range. He was not a good quarterback.
Oh, he's a freak athlete. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Colts said, we're going to turn him into one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Well, guess what, Colts? You whiffed. Andrew Luck has set that organization back so far when he retired, which he should have, because he didn't want to get hurt anymore and concussed and everything else. This again, if you pick a quarterback in the first round and you whiff on him, it's going to take years for your organization to get.
It's not as bad as it used to be, right? Like back in the day before the CBA, especially when you sign them to these $1 million contracts before the CBA change, where they, it's kind of labeled into what you're supposed to get. Rob said, what if Richardson's the exact example of an underdeveloped QB? The right coach is going to get him for pennies on the dollar and turn him around. Yeah, that's definitely possible. I mean, we've seen it the last few years with certain guys like that. They've kind of been these reclamation projects.
That's a long road to hoe, though, in my opinion.
Did you guys hear the report today? The Vikings are snooping around in him. Kevin O'Connell.
If anybody can do it, it's got to be KOC, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to bring in if I'm them.
Kirk Cousins, come on home, buddy. Come on back. Come on back.
So Jim 1170 says, when do y'all think the second QB will be drafted? Mendoza's probably first, obviously.
Simpson out of Alabama's second, I heard. That's Pittsburgh again. I mean,
now to the Jets is what a lot of people are thinking. So I don't know. But it is a long shot for Richardson.
Yeah.
I don't think, if I'm the Vikings, I don't really like that. The guy that I think the Vikings should go after is the guy that's going to get cut on here in a couple weeks, and that's Kirk Cousins. Redid his deal. And I think a homecoming, back home in Minnesota makes the most sense for Kirk Cousins.
Just another $100 million contract for 5 years. Go ahead, up his total earnings to $490.
Well, I don't think he needs. He's not going to need the $1 million deals. You know what I mean? So
no, he's not going to get a huge deal. He's going to get one of those.
Roll Tide alert down here. We got one. The Ty the GOAT.
So Carlos says he sees the Jets getting an edge rusher. Well, I don't know, Carlos. You probably saw a lot more than their head coach. I saw where the Jets head coach was falling asleep at the Combine today. Carlos is at the Combine covering it. So check out all the great stuff that Carlos puts out for his I'm going to say the name wrong. It's like Esquire or something like that. Esquina, thank you. That he checks. It's always Esquire.
Was falling asleep today?
Yeah.
Is that what
Oh, yeah. The Jets head coach was falling asleep. They found him on TV. Yeah. I saw a clip. He was literally sleeping in the booth.
That situation's getting worse and worse. Like, it's just, this is like Lando Calrissian when Darth Vader keeps altering the deal, and he's like, this is getting worse all the time. That's what's going on. Oh,
Aaron Glenn, that's his name. I can't remember his name. Thanks, Carlos. Do y'all think that Titans will still draft an edge rusher? Sam, what do you think? This is your department.
So here's the deal. What I see is I feel like there were games you could have won last year, even with the defense you've had. And I think the offense needs more help. So unless they're absolutely in love with an edge rusher, like they've already made up their mind, like Bailey, for example, because I think Bain will be gone by then they'll take Bailey. But I honestly think they're going to take a wide receiver. And by wide receiver, Yeah, I
think
think you have to, because you
Hey.
can't. What message are you sending to your brand new quarterback if you're not trying to help him there? You got to take somebody there.
Yeah.
You got to get him a
Connell Tate.
weapon.
That's the guy, Connell Tate. That's the guy.
I
you want.
think so. I think so.
Pop up that last question there by Rob. So Rob wants to know, rank these franchises in order of the teams that you would rather be for the next 5 years. Vegas, Tennessee, Zona, or the New York teams. Sam, I'll start with you.
Oh God! Oh my
Goodness
God!
gracious!
I'll go to the Canadian Football League if you ask me.
I got my
Jets,
answer.
Jets,
Yeah, I got my answer. too.
Jets last, Vegas, Arizona, Tennessee, Giants.
That's
Okay.
where I would go. That's where I would go.
I was gonna say, yeah, I forgot the Giants especially with Harbaugh now. Give me the Giants, Titans. What was it? Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably take Vegas over Arizona, just due to the fact that Vegas is probably about to, at least who their franchise quarterback's gonna be. Questions on Kyler, so don't know. Give me Vegas, and then give me then I'll take Arizona, and then the Jets. The Jets, what up? Just smoking Jeremy B.
Hey, Jeremy. The hiring of Kubiak tells you exactly what the Raiders want to do this offseason.
Run the ball.
Rashid Shaheed's going there. Kubiak loves Shaheed. He's going to the Raiders. They're going to overpay to get him. Now the question is, what do you do with the rest of your receiving core? Because you only got Bowers and then what?
Yeah,
nothing.
They need to invest in the offensive line so they don't kill Mendoza as well. You know what I mean? That's what the Raiders should do. But
Chicago, there's a rumor out there. Chicago is talking to them about trading DJ Moore to the Raiders and some draft stuff for Max Crosby. Would you do that?
I would.
No. If I'm the Raiders, the Raiders would have to send me. They would have to send me DJ Moore in like 2 to 3 first-round picks.
I agree.
We got to be clear.
I don't think. I was listening to Diana Rossini. She said she doesn't think Max is going to go anywhere.
No, I don't think so either.
And she doesn't think that
Really?
the Bears can't afford him. Bears won't be able to afford him.
Gotcha.
I think Kubiak came in, and I think the first thing he in his mind was to do was to talk to Max Crosby and to try to smooth things over.
Yeah.
And then tell him, this is the plan we have. Would you buy in? Because this is what we're doing.
Well, they're going to ask a king's ransom for Max, and I think a lot of the teams, my team included. I mean, I'd love to have Max, but
if you're the Titans, you're not a Max Crosby away. So why would you give up your draft capital? You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing is too. Borgo said at the combine, he goes, draft is the only way to really fix this thing. You have to draft well. So I don't think he's like, let me trade away this currency, and I
think somebody was on when the Richardson news came out. They were on Pat McAfee, and all the GMs were like, I think it might have been Borgazzi and somebody else. They were like, no, we don't want him. Like we're trying to keep our draft picks. You know what I mean? We want as many picks as we can get.
Yeah. Borgo made it perfectly clear. He's like, I'm not that big into trading draft picks. So I think that's just kind of how he's going to run it. And
I think you can trade draft picks if you're
closer.
If you're close, right? Like Green Bay trading for Micah Parsons.
Made sense.
I loved it. Yeah, made sense. Right? Still does to this day. Like
I still didn't get my fired up Nick speech. I wanted it so bad and I never got it.
Well, we got to make it to the dance, brother. We didn't get there.
Carlos, put in the comments, what were your thoughts on Bailey going in, and did he change your mind at all? I'm interested to see if he changed his mind.
Everybody's raving right now about the linebackers. Buy or sell AJ Brown and JJ stay in Philly and Minnesota. If they don't, where do they go? I think AJ. That's the Patriots, Scott. I think if you've got to, if they trade a first or a second for AJ Brown, makes sense.
Two destinations for AJ Brown, and they're both in the same division. Bills, Patriots. He's going one place or the other.
You get rid of the angry, crazy guy in Diggs and get the really emotional guy in AJ. It's just
I'm not sure they're going to get rid of Diggs. If Diggs wants to restructure his contract, he might stay.
Well, Diggs might be in jail too, so who
He
knows?
might be in jail too.
Why? For passing out sweet tarts and little baggies?
No, for beating up his cook, beating up his personal chef, choking her
Hey,
out.
little girl, here's a sweet tart for you. A fun gift for you. A sweet tart
Like
for
Jack
you.
Nicholson and anger management. I said over easy. Just throw
Right,
things.
exactly.
If Diggs is totally happy in New England and he wants to restructure, because he ain't getting paid $23 million next year. It's just not happening.
I don't see the Raiders doing the AJ Brown, and AJ Brown probably doesn't want to go to the Raiders.
The Raiders.
I think it's Patriots or Bills or back to the Eagles again. That's the three options.
And the other question, I'm guessing he means Justin Jefferson. Minnesota, you'd have to pay a king's ransom to get Justin Jefferson. We're not going to trade him at all. I do think there's been a lot of smoke about AJ Brown for whatever reason, and Vrabel seems to be the one person to be able to reach him and talk to him. I think that makes sense. They were talking about some other team. Somebody other team mentioned it, and it was like their teammates they're like, oh, the Steelers, him and DK and AJ, but I don't see AJ Brown really going to. I don't see the Steelers making that move either.
I can't see it. They got all their money tied up in DK Metcalf, so I can't.
Yeah,
see it.
They got to figure out the quarterback position. And we'll get to some of that here in a little bit. What you guys, are we in all agreement? Kirk Cousins back to Minnesota makes the perfect sense once he's cut. Yeah. I don't know if Atlanta. I don't understand Atlanta though. Like, why not keep him? Like, to me, they looked a lot better team when he was on the field than when they had Michael Penix.
I felt a lot better.
They got to make sure Penix is definitely ready to go week one. They better make sure of this.
I felt a lot better about Atlanta when they hired Stefanski when they had Cousins. I thought, like, okay, look, they're going to win some games next year. And now it's like, okay, like, all right.
What? Yeah, now what?
There's one guy that's pissed in Atlanta more than anybody else. It's Kyle Pitts, because Kirk Cousins loves Kyle Pitts.
Yeah,
and he unlocked him, and now all of a sudden we're going back to the Michael Penix experience. So
he's getting. They're going to franchise tag him. They pretty much said. As well. So Rob says, who do you think is the QB Miami from August?
Willis. I had him at
Willis.
Cards, but I think Miami makes a lot of sense.
If I'm Malik Willis, I don't want to go there.
No, I don't want to go to Miami or the Jets. Send me someplace else. Let me go someplace else.
I said this earlier on a short. If I'm Malik Willis, I want to go to. If Aaron Rodgers retires, Pittsburgh is the place I want to go.
Exactly.
You have a quarterback-friendly coach in Mike McCarthy. You have a good defense. You have a little bit of weapons, but most importantly, you have a culture that's already built and sustained. I would not go I'd stay away from Miami. That's a rebuilding. You don't want to go there. You already did that in Tennessee. That didn't work out for you. Arizona makes sense, and I get why everybody links to Miami because of Halfley and Packers connection, right? Arizona, to Sam's credit point, makes sense because, well, that's Matt LaFleur's brother. If anybody, I'm sure you don't think Matt ain't told his brother what Malik can and can't do, like
how to use him, all those things.
Yeah. So I do think it, but I think if I'm Malik Willis, I'm trying to go to a team that is a playoff caliber type team that just needs a good quarterback. I don't want to go to a team that's a building, on a rebuild. So give me Pittsburgh if I'm Malik Willis.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But if it's not Pittsburgh,
ask me in August, Rob. I'm not answering that question now.
Yeah,
Zach Taylor, the most tenured coach there, obviously.
There's only really outside of Pittsburgh. There's really only two places that would Arizona, Miami. I mean, where else?
Yeah, I can't think
possibly go.
There'll be some places. There'll be some team.
Something will open up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Somebody will get traded that we don't think of, and then Malik will sign.
Or they'll move. They'll move. I mean, Minnesota makes sense. Speaking of,
they do. I agree.
If they want to move on from JJ McCarthy, Malik Willis and you're telling me KOC wouldn't want him some Malik Willis over,
Can you see Minnesota moving off McCarthy and admitting that they were totally wrong on him, though?
They already did when they fired the general manager.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they would after Queasy got fired.
Yeah.
I think so. Boy, that That was such a.
I think, Rob, it's retirement or the Steelers for Aaron Rodgers. I firmly believe that.
There's nowhere else to go.
I firmly believe it's retirement or he's either joining Scott in the nursing home or he's playing in Pittsburgh.
Hey, Scott, you want to come do some ayahuasca and run around in the dark?
I do. I'll go. Let me know, Scott.
Come on, Scott. Let's go.
Let me know what time ayahuasca night is at the nursing home. I'll show up.
Hey, at least
it's ayahuasca night right after bingo here.
At least I'll get to meet Aaron Rodgers' wife, supposedly who either has one or is made out. I don't know.
I'm sure she's a lovely young lady.
But yeah, I agree. Rodgers, Pittsburgh, or it depends what Mike McCarthy thinks of him at this point.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Rodgers to Vikings. That would be intriguing.
If I'm the Steelers, I go and get Willis. That's my first move. Malik Willis. I sign him right away. First day. Boom.
Get paid, young man. Get paid.
I'm not buying the Anthony Richardson of the Vikings.
This moving around. I'm not saying they're going to get him, but
like if anybody can fix him, it's KOC. But I still think he needs a lot more work. Like
he can't throw. He can't throw in the NFL.
What would you give up for Anthony? A fifth, sixth round pick?
If
I'm
giving up a 6th round pick, I mean, why not? You know what I mean?
The thing is, couldn't you just wait till he's cut? I mean, couldn't you just wait till then?
Yeah, I don't think the Colts are going to cut him, though. That's the thing. I think it's either trade or he's going back to Indy.
Shoo.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, he's on his rookie deal still, right? So why not?
So they can wait. They can sit and wait on this. If they
you're not going to pick up his 5th-year option, so he just become a free agent. But
no.
Yeah. Speaking of free agents,
this Russell category.
Let's jump into our top 5 free agents. Sam, we'll start with you. We'll go 5 to up to 1, obviously. So, Sam, you're number 5 free agent, best free agents.
I had to update because they didn't mark who had already been franchise tagged. So give me a second.
Because the tag hasn't happened yet. So
right.
I did this thing in my head. I was like, even guys that may not get franchise tag, but I didn't put guys that I thought were going to go back to their team, right? That probably wouldn't see the market. Like Mike Evans, I don't see him leaving Tampa Bay.
No, not a chance. I didn't even put him on here. He's on the list, but he's
like not, Daniel Jones could be a free agent. Don't think he's leaving Indy. I don't think Indy's. You know what I mean?
No.
So,
okay. My number 5 is Travis Etienne. I think the offenses are starting to need a lot more of those running backs that can catch passes out of the backfield. He's perfect for that. He's done it with the Jaguars for years. I was kind of shocked that he was a free agent. I thought he'd be pretty useful. But they've moved on with other players, Parker Washington and stuff like that. So his time with the Jaguars is over. So he's my number 5. By the way, I had to stop myself from picking the bunch of offensive linemen here. It was really hard for me to do.
I could see him going back. I could see them franchise tagging ETN maybe.
You think so?
Could.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. I think he's a very serviceable running back and helps out a lot in the passing game. Until I thought you were going to tell me he has a franchise tag. I was going to be like, dang it.
No, there's only been like 2 or 3 confirmed franchise tags so far.
Uh-huh.
Pitts, Pickens. Those 2
that's
for
it.
sure.
I think that's it. I think.
Yeah.
I can agree with that, Rob, by the way. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I don't mind that, Rob. That's a good idea. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't mind that either.
Yeah.
Scott, you got number 5 best free agent.
Jalen Phillips, the edge rusher. I think he can become a dominant force in the right defensive scheme. And if Philly doesn't want to re-sign him to a contract that some other team is going to throw at him in free agency, I think he's as good as gone. I honestly think he could be a difference maker for a defense that's like one piece away on the defensive side of the football.
I actually have him on my list, but a little bit higher.
Yeah.
My number 5, I have Isaiah Likely. I think he's gone out of Baltimore. They re-signed Mark Andrews. Likely's athletic. You could maybe make a case that him or Njoku, right, is the top 2 tight ends available in the free agent market. I edged to Likely just a little bit more. we've seen what he can do when Andrews was out. You could see what Likely has done. He's only 26 years old, so he's about to hit the prime of his career here. So I like, Likely is my number 5. Sam, I'll go back to you, number 4.
Mine was Scott's number 5. I have Phillips at number 4. High impact defensive edges, pretty good edges on the market right now, by the way, with Hendrickson and company. So I expect one of those will be wearing my color blue during the off season. Like you said, high impact player, very productive player. He's definitely getting signed fairly quickly when free agent starts, I would assume.
Yeah. Scott, you're number 4.
Likely's my number 4. And I pray to God he doesn't follow Monk into Cleveland. I just pray to God he doesn't do this. Because if he does, he's going to be stuck behind Harold Fannin.
Yeah, I think he's going to go to a place where he's solely the number 1 tight end.
I would love for Minnesota to get this guy. I think Minnesota with Jefferson and Addison.
Well, they're probably going to cut. They'd have to cut Hawkinson, and I think he's going to be a cap casualty eventually.
Yeah, Hawkinson Likely's better than Hawkinson right now. He's the athletic freak of nature that teams covet in the free agent tight end market. So Likely's number 4 for me.
Okay, I like it. My number 4 is a guy. He's kind of almost at the tail end of his career, but I think if you're for a 1 to 2 year deal, it's Trey Hendrickson. Mm-hmm. He's just a couple years here. He's the guy led the league in sacks just not too long ago. Like he's had double-digit sacks almost every year here the last 2 or 3 years. It seems to be that Cincinnati saga is about to end. He is 31, so he's kind of on the back end a little bit here. But I think he's still got another year or 2 left in the tank. So I like Trey Hendrickson as my number 4.
Yeah.
Sam, you're number 3.
I have Lindenbaum, the center, Tyler Lindenbaum from the Ravens. That is a hot commodity, a good center. I'm shocked he's here. I'm really stunned he's here. But Lindenbaum out there, somebody's going to pick him up. I think he's coming to Nashville, to be perfectly honest with you.
That's my number 3, Sam. That's my number 3 too. Is Tyler Lindenbaum.
I'm very shocked he's here. I didn't think he was going to be available.
I mean, maybe he will. Maybe they can still re-sign him, and he stays in Baltimore. If I'm Baltimore, you got to guess one of the best linemen in the league. He's only 26 years old, so he's still got plenty of juice in the tank. He was a top 10, or he was their first round pick a couple years ago. I've been following Tyler a long time. Obviously, he's Kurt's dog at Iowa. So, Scott, you're number 3.
Borgo, hear me, Borgo. Hear me. Do this now.
I'm hoping Iowa would reach out and sign him, not Iowa, but Packers. But
a guy that's been linked to the Titans and some other guys. I didn't want to go lineman either in this. Alec Pierce of Indianapolis.
Oh man.
I think if he could get, I don't think he's a number 1, but he's a great number 2. He's a guy that can top off defenses. He can, as we saw with Daniel Jones, if he goes down the field, he's going to catch anything that's around him. He would just make a great addition to a receiving core, but not as a number 1. He needs to be a number 2. And if he is, he could excel in that. Seattle would be a perfect place for him.
Yeah.
With JSN. Yeah. If Shaheed goes to the Raiders or wherever he goes, that's the guy I would.
49ers would make sense for Pierce, but I don't know where they're at with. Well, there's a name too, and really he's not a free agent yet, but he would be the number 1 person, and that's Big Trent Williams. If they can't get a contract done, he's not a free agent yet, but if he became that, he's number 1. He's the best tackle in all of football.
Oh, there you go. I'm with Rob there.
Rob, that'd be great too.
I've heard stories that the Colts want to re-sign Pierce and probably cut Pittman.
Yeah, the Pittman's going to be a cap casualty. Yeah.
They want to re-sign Pierce, and then either they try to restructure Pittman or cut him. So good shout to Alec Pierce though. I already had Lindenbaum as number 3. Sam, you're number 2.
So this is where I had Trey Hendrickson at number 2. Very productive guy. He is going to instantly help anybody's defensive line. I salivate having him on the same line as Jeffrey Simmons. I imagine that every defensive line.
Got everybody going because they got $100 million in cap space.
Yeah, it's not my money.
All best free agents come to Nashville.
I was just salivating over it. The one I really want on this list is Lindenbaum. That makes the most sense. I need it. I need it bad. I want it. Give it to me. But no, I just, as example, Trey Hendrickson, I would love to have him on D-line. Nick would love him with Micah Parsons. He is just a good player. No matter where he is, he's going to elevate the whole D-line. So Trey Hendrickson is my number 2 free agent.
Yeah. Scott, you're number 2?
I know he's going to go back to his original team. But Kenneth Walker's a free agent. Somebody's going to throw the bag at him. Seattle's going to have to overpay to get him back because Super Bowl MVP, what he did in the playoffs as a running back was something we haven't seen from him in a while, a sustained over a period of time.
And Charbonnet's out for, who knows if Charbonnet will be back week 1 or 2.
Yeah, so I think they're going to have to give him a 3-year, $28 million deal to sign him back again. He's the best running back in the class, him and ETN, and I don't think there's another one that's even close.
I don't hate it. I just think Walker goes back to Seattle. So
that's what I think too. But if somebody like Kansas City throws the bag at him, he might go to Kansas City.
I think I think the shtick is when it comes to Kenneth Walker IV, I think he goes back to Seattle because his GM was up there with a red Solo cup joking about re-signing him. And it was a very friendly banter. I just don't see him going anywhere else. I think it's mostly like, hey, we got you. Don't worry about it.
Brees Hall's available. But the Jets have pretty much said like they plan on franchise tagging him as well.
Oh Lord,
poor Brees.
Is Brees Hall a good running back?
I think he is. Yeah.
I think he's better than ATN.
I think
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he's a good running back. He's just on a shit team.
No doubt. Yeah. The Jets are awful. So
yeah, the Jets are arguably the worst franchise in the NFL. You could make a case that they are. My number 2. I'm gonna go Jalen Phillips here. You could have. So that's where I'm at as Jalen Phillips, probably the best edge rusher. There's 2 things you need in this league. You got to have a quarterback. You got to have somebody that can get to the quarterback, and you got to have 3 things: somebody to protect the quarterback. So, and he's good at one of those things, and that's getting to the quarterback. So, not too sure if Philly's going to keep him, just because I think he's going to warrant too much money, and they can't. I don't know if they'll have the cap space to keep him, but I like Jalen Phillips here at number 2. Sam,
watch the Eagles. Before we go to Sam, watch the Eagles. They seem like they're going to unload a lot of people, let a lot of people walk.
It might be a good time to do so.
Howie will figure it out, though. That's the thing.
He will. I agree.
Like if you think they're going to trade somebody, like whatever the Eagles do, it's always the right fucking move because of Howie's. Howie knows what the hell he's doing. So it's like, well, what does Howie know that we don't know? You know what I mean? He knows something that we don't know all the time. Yeah. So.
I'm just drafting players from Georgia. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. Sam, your best available free agent available.
So my number 1 was Alec Pierce. I'll tell you why. Alec Pierce is my number 1 because out of all the wide receiver free agents right now, he's top of the list. He's the tippy top of that list. I don't see anybody else that is really fascinating to me. I think it's a major drop-off after Alec Pierce. So he's probably the belle of the ball right before Indy franchise tags him tomorrow, for all I know. But since he hasn't been yet, Alec Pierce is my numero uno. Forgive me. This, like you said, I don't know the tags or anything, so I was just like, Pierce makes no sense.
The tags haven't been all out yet. So, yeah. And if you go by wide receiver, he is definitely by far the best one.
Yeah.
There's Romeo Dobbs out there that could be Wan'Dale Robinson. Like,
how do you view Dobbs, by the way, Nick? I was going to ask you that question.
I think he's a really good number 2 wide receiver. I think he's got some of the best hands in the league. Like, as far as like, and be able to, because he can't get great separation. Like he's not the burner, but he's got great hands. So, those 50-50 balls, he's the guy that's going to come down with them because he's just got great. He does got great hands.
He's going to out muscle.
Yeah. I mean, and he's the poster child of the Guardian cap. So that's kind of my.
All right, cool. I was just curious.
Yeah, no. Scott, your number one free agent,
Malik Willis. I mean, he's about to get paid. He's about to earn himself a really nice contract.
35 plus, baby. 35 mil plus.
LaFleur knew what to do with him in Green Bay. He schemed he planned his game plan around what Malik Willis' strengths were. So,
you mean he was a good coach?
Yeah. He's a great quarterback coach, and I think he's the, as strange as it sounds to some people, he's the best quarterback on the market right now. I think
he is. He's my number one for that reason. You got to have a quarterback, and you got to have he right now seems. That's why. But to me, that's why I said he needs to be selective on where he goes.
Yes,
because I do think he's a good quarterback. I don't know if he's $40 million worth quarterback. Because Green Bay did different things, right? Like it was like almost a separate playbook for what they kind of ran with him than Love and everything else, because just a little different skill set. Like you said, Scott, like, LaFleur tailored his offense and Willis did some really good things. Like, he can RPO really well. He can run really well. His accuracy's gotten better from when he was with Sam's Titans. You know what I mean? There's a game when he started with the Titans when they played the Chiefs. He only threw the ball like 4 times or something like that.
Because the Titans coaching staff was scared to let him throw the ball.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing.
It was an amazing thing. They talked about it on the radio, and they played old footage, and Vrabel would just berate him while he was on the practice field, just absolutely rip him to shreds or whatnot. And I'm, and Vrabel is a good coach. I don't think anybody argues that or whatnot, but he needed a different hand there. And LaFleur was that different hand.
He needed an offensive guy to understand him. I'm not saying Vrabel doesn't understand offense.
No. But I get what you're saying. He needed a lighter hand as opposed to Vrabel's like clenched fist.
Exactly.
Way of coaching.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he probably needed somebody to teach him. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
Quarterback guru. He had bad habits. I think Taylor Lewan said, like, man, we got in the huddle, and that kid's eyes was bright, and he just didn't know what the hell he was fucking doing for the most part. And now you see him in Green Bay, like the team believed in him. He had command of the huddle, those types of things. So, like, get some of that confidence. And if I was Green Bay, I would franchise tag him and try to trade him to get something out of him. Don't think that's what they're going to do. But why not, right? Like, hey, we're going to franchise tag him and, let him try to seek a trade, but we want to get something out of him. But I don't think that's what they'll do here.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
but make no mistake, Tua is better quarterback than Malik Willis.
I don't.
You can't say that with a straight face. You
just don't know until you see Malik play 17 games, though. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't seen it. So he's looked good in the starts he's had with Green Bay the last 2 years, and in filling in for Jordan Love. So that's why I think he needs to be selective on where he goes and find the right fit and team.
Get it, love it, 100%.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. I think that's pretty much it. Any other NFL news and notes we need to hit up?
I can't think of
real quick, because I know you guys are wrestling fans. We got the Elimination Chamber Saturday. You guys got Sam, you got any picks for the Chamber?
Have we got the whole set in already?
Yeah, what's that?
Both fields, men's and women's.
Yep.
Okay. I'm a little behind, I guess. I thought we had one more on Friday with SmackDown. So
no, it's Rhodes, Trick, Orton, Jey Uso.
Jacob Fatu, I think, is in there too.
No, Fatu's not in. Remember,
he's not in. That's right.
Threat with Drew McIntyre. I think it's going to be him and Drew for the title at Elimination Chamber.
It depends on how they feel about Cody, I guess, right?
Well, that's the guy. I mean, they're gonna Cody and McIntyre, and I think it's gonna be a 3-way with Jacob.
People don't have to like that answer or whatnot, but like, look,
I'd love to see
very
Orton.
few. I would love to see Orton. I would absolutely love it.
Oh, LA Knight. Sam's got LA Knight.
LA Knight. That's right.
I would love LA Knight to get it, but I think he's gonna have a match at WrestleMania, be it Brock Lesnar or something. So we'll see. But no, you got to have the ultimate good guy. You already got a bunch of anti-heroes, and you've got your bad guys. You need to have the one solid good guy. So Cody's going to win that one.
Is Cody that good? He stole his buddy Sami Zayn's.
It might be time. It might be time. And Nick, oh boy, if it is at WrestleMania, I will be so happy.
Well, let me run something by you guys. Do you think the fans turn on Cody because the WWE is kind of forcing them like the Roman Reigns thing a few years ago?
No, I think
Cody.
I think they've paced it enough to get that. I think the desired effect will be.
I don't think he needs to win the title at Mania again.
No.
He doesn't.
Let that be it though. Let him lose and flip.
Yeah.
I would be overjoyed. I would be so happy. I would love to have Homelander Cody. I would be all in on this.
I would love to see him flip, and then Jey Uso tries to calm him down, and Cody just goes after him.
Crossroads him like 4 times. I'd be all about that. I'm in, baby.
Yeah.
Bring it.
What about the women's? You guys got a pick for the women's? The women's is wide open.
Is it? Are we ready for Tiffy to come back, or does she need a break still?
Because the women's going to be against Jade Cargill, and the only person I really want to see Jade wrestle is Bianca, but I don't think that's happening because I don't know where she's still.
Bianca just got another surgery for her finger. She has had 5 surgeries on her
What
finger.
The fuck is wrong with her finger?
I went on Instagram and she said they finally started fixing it. The nerves in her finger, which are connected to her hand, are all jacked up. And they had to literally fix them.
She's jerking off Montez Ford the whole time.
It kind of looks that way in that picture a little bit.
It's got to be Tiffy. It has to be
Rhea, Tiffy, Asuka, Alexa, Raquel, or Kiana.
So from what I understand, Rhea is the back pocket plan to go after Jade Cargill.
I would assume it's going to be Rhea that wins it. I would really love Alexa to win.
I thought they were going to do Rhea and who's her tag partner right now? Io. I thought they were going to do those versus the Bella Twins.
That's what I think is going to happen. So I don't think Rhea's winning it. I think it's. I could see
Alexa, but I could also see where Charlotte cost Alexa the belt or something.
Yeah, they could start down that path. Yeah, I could see it. I would like Alexa to win that. I think she is just superb. By the way, that's a very good women's lineup, by the way.
Honest truth. If any of the 6 win it, I wouldn't be surprised, and I think it would be a good WrestleMania match against Jade, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I think you could sell me on Tiffy, you could sell me on Asuka, you could sell me on Raquel.
I think the men's. It's a little disappointing the men's because it looks like it's supposed to be Cody, but I want to see how it plays out because I think you got to get Jacob Fatu in there. So does Drew screw him over? Do they do a title match before and then Drew screws him over, or like does something happen? Then he enters you know what I mean? Like does something happen to where he gets his lick backs on some of those to make it?
Drew said it on Busted Open, Nick, a couple days ago. Anybody but Cody. So I think he's going to screw Cody.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We've seen
it.
A couple times,
I'm about that. Let him become Kevin Spacey in 7, right? Become Raph.
And I think that's going to set up Jacob against Cody against McIntyre. And don't be surprised if Orton works his way somehow, some way into this match.
I cannot rave enough about that Aleister Black and Orton match. That was fun. I really enjoyed that match. Yeah. I would love them to fight each other in Mania. Probably not going to happen. But does
Orton turn against Cody in the chamber?
Eventually, every person for themselves, but I don't know.
Kind of like what he told. Sammy, right? I took an opportunity. You didn't. That's the difference between you and me.
Yeah, that's a Cody heel turn. Sounds like.
Yeah, I could see Sammy doing something too. I don't know. Be interesting. A little ways till we got to Mania, but it'll be Chambers this weekend.
What is Sammy's
real quick before we got to hear thoughts on USA Hockey Gold wins. Yeah, USA's the fucking best, Rob. You know what I mean? Fuck
Loved
Canada. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Maple
watch a whole
syrup
lot.
industry is ours now. We own it.
I don't watch a whole lot of hockey, but I was up at that last Sunday morning tuning it in. We USA in this hoe.
Do you guys like the 3-on-3 overtime?
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I don't know anything else, Scott. I don't know anything else. So whatever the fuck
Canada
makes
had
help
the-
us win, let us do it. Yeah.
Canada
I'm
had
here for
the
it.
fastest players, and they couldn't do it. They lost.
And
to the
I don't
guy
want to
who
hear.
got a
I
high
see.
stick.
I saw some people complain about that 3-on-3 overtime. Well, it was 3-on-3 overtime. You guys had 5-on-3 and you couldn't score against us. So shut up. Like that's the thing. You had 5-on-3 at one point and you couldn't score.
USA.
USA in this bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was shocked. I was
Your
shocked the
sister's
last
a
time they
hoe,
won
your
gold was
mom's a hoe,
1980.
and your woman's a bitch. Okay, this is ours.
It's been 46 years since they won gold. I was shocked.
Oh.
I wasn't that shocked because it's been building, right? It's been
Yeah,
building.
it has been. It has been.
The
Yeah.
animosity.
It's been building, and then you had the, what was that last year? The All-Star break type thing. What was it called? The Frozen Four. What was the thing called? Circle of I don't know.
Oh, the nations four nations.
Yeah, the 4 nations, right? And like USA, Canada was playing for first in that, and like, so it's been building. Like USA's been building. So yeah, kudos.
Right.
I was all in.
I was too.
It was the only Olympic. I didn't watch any other Olympic sport or any. I caught a little highlights here. It's the fucking time difference, but I did sit down Sunday morning and I was like, okay, I'm all in here for USA men's hockey.
If you could complain about one thing about this, the only thing I complain is the time of the game. That's it. That's it. They could have stuck it on at 1:10 p.m. in the afternoon.
I kind of actually was probably more apt to watch it early in the morning because I'm up that early and I ain't got shit to do. So I was, afternoons I probably got more shit to do. So I was good.
And somebody send Jack Hughes the puck, please. He doesn't know where it is. Somebody just send it to him. Just give it to him, whatever. I mean, come on.
Throw it at his jacked up teeth.
The goalie, is that the I don't know. I didn't know any of the players' names hardly.
Hallebuck,
the U.S. goalie.
Yeah.
Trump
who plays for the Winnipeg Jets, by the way. He's got to go back up there and be like,
I know. Trump said he's giving him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. It's only
whatever he wants. That guy stood on his head.
He sure did. He sure did.
Got the keys to the city.
Yeah.
Any American that has to play in Canada is going to be in trouble.
He was the greatest goalie in the whole world. I was like, look at that goalie. He's amazing.
What do you think they're going to do to Bennington in the United States? They're going to boo him every chance. Yep.
I said, look at that goalie. Wow, he's really cool, isn't he? He's great. He's got the U.S. flag.
He represents America with pride.
Before we get out of here, let the people know where they can find you and what you got going on the rest of the week.
Well, Nick, Fanboys Unleashed will be going live probably Saturday evening if I can swing. I might go Sunday. I haven't quite decided. Just going to go through some of the free agency news. Who is the next to be franchise tagged? We're going to keep talking NFL all through the offseason. We're going to do it together. Check out Fanboys Unleashed on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. We're everywhere, baby. Check us out.
I heard Sam is going to have John Gruden on to go over week 1 highlights of the Titans from last year.
I really want to be yelled at about a play. What's wrong with this guy, Sam?
Spider Y2 banana.
Yeah, he's just yelling at me.
5 on 2.
I can feel the spit coming through the computer at me. Yes, sir.
Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite.
He sent me this email. I'm not going to read it out loud.
Those are my favorite TikToks, though. It's like
John Gruden,
man.
He goes over every game on YouTube. Do you see how long it takes him to go over every game? It's like an hour and a half of every game.
He's a coach. You can tell he's a coach, man.
Oh my God.
He salivates. He went on for 45 minutes about a left guard's feet and where they were. And he's like, "This is pathetic. Like his coach should be fired tomorrow." Like
those are my favorite things. So it's like, babe, don't talk football at the table with my family. And then it's like me 20 minutes later. It's John Gruden's like, Y2 5'9"
he's red. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite one is my wife telling me her Starbucks order for the 18th time. Y2 fine,
And pass me the rolls, please.
Scott, what do you got going on the rest of the week?
Yes, Scott.
Just lock it in this weekend on Saturday, probably with Tanner and Alan.
Is Tanner going to yell at you? Is he going to yell at you again?
Tanner always yells at me.
Just college basketball right now.
College basketball is at its end. We're starting the conference tournaments next week. We'll probably get into some college baseball, which I love to bet on. And then, back here next Thursday.
NBA, I guess, huh? NBA's still going.
NBA's still going. NHL's back from their Olympic break. So there's some sports out there, but everything is kind of winding down, and baseball's going to be starting in the next month. So
yeah,
baseball classics coming, and then spring
might be the last we have baseball, folks. So enjoy it.
Yeah. Last thing, thank you everybody for prayers to my wife. I greatly appreciate it. I've said it before on shows. I'll say it again. She's starting to slowly turn and go in the right direction now. So
that's good.
But she's still in the hospital, but still it's the slow turn, which I knew was going to take a while, but it's happening. So thank you, everybody. Nick and Sam and everybody. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. We put out head kicks and haymakers last night. Please check that out. We covered it all, the boxing, the UFC, all of it. So yeah. Two quick shout outs before we get out of here. A shout out, Saturday is my youngest daughter's birthday. She turns the big 13. So
yeah, what are you doing for her, Nick? What are you doing for her?
Yeah, actually taking all three of my daughters, because their birthdays are all around the same time, next Saturday to see Zach Bryan in concert.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Ain't no Swifties in this bunch.
Yep. One Elena just turned 14 on the 13th, and then Jayla turns 14, 13. Jayla turns 13, and then Jordan, my middle child, turns 14 next Friday. So
wow.
Nonetheless, shout out to my daughter Jayla, the youngest girl of the bunch. Big 12 tomorrow, and 13. Sorry. And shout out to the Crocker Lady Lions, my hometown, and my daughter Jayla actually manages the team. Is a manager on the high school team. They're playing for the district championship game tomorrow night. So good luck to them.
Good luck. Yeah. Go get them. Get them.
No, other than that, we'll be back next Thursday at 8 o'clock, 9 Eastern. So be a friend, tell a friend, folks. Like, subscribe, share. We will see you then. Have a great week. Sam, get that outro, baby.
You like apples, Canada? How about these apples?
Thanks so much for joining us, and until next time, let's talk sport, friends. Thanks for watching.